Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start on the ground here in the Wonder. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a throw here to his running back. And some room to work. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Drops this off with Nwangu. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Stafford now to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Akers is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Monday. Alert!
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams
Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded just inside the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But for this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the Rams have 1-7 now in the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That's his 14th interception on the season, and that number 14 ties the NFL single-season record.
Held by Dick Night Train Lane. Was that 1952?
52, more than a half-century ago.
And he's with the Rams that season, and believe it or not, it was his rookie year.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Kene Nwangu, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Stafford. And this one's incomplete. He was in search of his time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
10. Well, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
To throw is Perkins.
Going up top for Kupp. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing is Perkins.
Open man right side is Kupp, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Davis, he'll try to run for it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gay's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They are, for the moment, the best team in football. 9-0 entering play here, and And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Now Perkins.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Perkins.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
Yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On play action, it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit up.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Alert! 32! Like 7!
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man is Robbie Anderson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Up the middle, Nwangu. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Another run now for Nwangu. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Murray now. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede. If they want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Going up top for Kupp. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Going deep for Hopkins.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive to help themselves out.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Rams 31. Cardinals.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. On the move to his left. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he loses the football a second time. And the Rams have got it back. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Back to throw. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The downside for the defense that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And the Rams have won the game. Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for Los Angeles,